Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Insecure, hella blows, Rom's review. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the title before watching the show, I thought there was gonna be a fight. Boy, was I like surprised. Oh man. Just to be clear, there might be some spoilers in here, but I'm looking more at the concepts in this joint, right? And I'm gonna focus on three main characters: Molly, Lawrence, and then Issa. Oh man, you know what? I really like Molly's character. Issa's character, shit, but Molly's character, I really like her character because she's showing some depth, you know. We first see her, she's at her office burning the midnight oil, which is another thing. You get some 92 octane type of sisters, they gonna put in those hours. Say what you want about them, they gonna work. You gotta give that to them. You know, they gonna work. Now, a lot of the work might be to get away from some personal issues. But it is what it is. But then she's still mad at her mom. You know, mom tried to call her and, you know, she didn't take the call. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? It's like, damn. You know, because you know what that was, though? That was just her worldview shattered. Like, if you shatter somebody's worldview, like their belief systems, you can kill them. If you can like effectively shatter someone's belief system, you can literally kill them. People lose their mind. They go years believing one thing, and then you shatter that thing. Oh, it's devastating. And that's a real thing. Now, even though the mom has forgiven the father, and they end up building a happy life together, raising 3 kids, all of that stuff. You know, Molly's still mad. And it was just like, first of all, you know what? It was kind of good Molly didn't know anyway. You know, because something like that, if she's devastated as an adult, she probably would have been devastated as a kid. But that's a real thing, though. That's a real thing. Now, she's definitely still confused about her relationship with Dro. You know, this dude, as one of my subscribers called him, great value, I'll be sure. And the gentleman who did that, at this moment, I'm not sure as to the exact name. I don't want to get it wrong, but I think it's Master Boris Gaiman who said it. But shout yourself out in the comments, brother. But yeah, she's confused. Like, yeah, this her friend. She don't know where it's going, but it's still her friend. And her friend is still married. You know, even though her friend is, you know, Dro is telling her that this is, you know, everything's cool and everything. You know, Molly don't want to go there because, well, he's married. But the good is there, though. So she's getting blissed out, smiling and everything. And that's one thing with a lot of women who may seem like they're all promiscuous and everything. You know, some of them, they just gonna be that way. Some of them just looking, that's their only way of looking for Mr. Right. And it's like she found Mr. Right, but she would have to share Mr. Right. So, I mean, there's still a lot going on with her, but a lot of depth to her. And Lawrence. You know what? We see Lawrence, he's giving a presentation on his app, you know, to these people he work for, and he's thinking it's a great thing, and then these fools ask about his shoes, and you know he's thinking this goes good, but then he you know, one of his co-workers, Aparna. Now, I'm not sure what background they are playing her because she's South Asian. I don't know if they playing her as South Asian or Caucasian. You know, skin's a little brown or Hispanic. I'm not sure how they playing her. I'll go with South Asian because her character's that, but you know, whatever the case, she was just like, nah, dog, they ain't feeling you. You know, she told him the real truth, and then when he confronted them later, he picked up they weren't telling him. Now, the interesting thing with Lawrence, I feel a vibe between him and his co-worker Arpana. There's a definite vibe there. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Because, let's be real. Him and Issa really aren't on the same page. Maybe not even the same background. It might have been a mistake for them to get together to begin with. Because here's the thing. I have a strong feeling, because we still haven't really gotten into Lawrence's background other than he went to Georgetown. And he's more of an intellectual type, right? Knowledge type of worker. I have a feeling his background and Issa's don't match up. And that might have been an issue from the get-go. See, Issa like all those hood dudes. Women who like hood dudes tend to be from the hood. Lawrence don't seem, even though he seemed cool, he don't seem like it. So that might have been an issue. And, of course, the class thing was an issue with him and Tasha. Now he's with Arpana. Or, they talking, they vibing. He's comfortable. I mean, they haven't showed any romantic thing yet, but you see the vibe going there. He might be going there. And that's an important thing just in real life. I mean, I know a lot of sisters especially, they get mad when that brother gets with that woman of another race. But I pointed this out in a seminar one time. Sisters were mad when I said it, but I said, sometimes they just got the same background, even though it's not a racial thing. So that's a very important point. The class issue, see, we don't talk about the class issue in black relationships, but it's a very important factor. Only one who might speak about it, on YouTube might be my brother Obsidian. He'll talk about it. But it's a major issue that the big people in the black relationship industrial complex don't talk about. And that's a factor here. There's a factor. They're showing it. I like they're showing it. They ain't really bringing it up, but it's a very subtle thing. But it's a very important issue. I'm glad actually they're bringing it up. Like I said, I don't really watch the show for entertainment. I just watch it as an illustration of our relationships today. So it'd be interesting to see where it goes, right? Now, Issa. Oh my God. You know what? When I was watching Issa at the beginning of the episode, and now when she ran out here to move her car around, but the way she was just trying to give away the poo. I mean, she was losing her mind. I mean, contact Daniel and he working on something. She went to Neighborhood Bay, knocking on his door, didn't text first. Had a woman over there. And I was just like, dang. You know what? I'm going to throw in an Uncle Rom story here. I remember when I was a teenager. I was at this party, right? And just back in the good old days, you had these house parties and stuff. A bunch of teenagers and adults, they knew something was going to happen just as long as the bedrooms were covered. But I remember there was this shy girl, right? Real shy, kind of timid, right? And in a bad combination that probably imprinted her, even though there wasn't any actual sex, there was this dude. I'm going to call him Larry, right? There's a story behind why I always say Larry that way. But anyway, that's another story. But anyway, this dude Larry, right? He started dancing with her, right? And, she was a timid girl. This one of those, young good bars, This one of those, this was a definite play. This was no ambiguity. This was a young high school player, right? He started dancing with her. He actually backed into the wall and started grinding her, right? I mean, she popped. Looking back, I didn't know the exact signs back then, but looking back, I was like, damn, she had some orgasms. Which a woman can have. A woman can have an orgasm just from you grinding her with clothes on. So maybe that did imprint her, right? Man, afterwards, She was dancing up on everybody. She was trying to grind on every dude at the place. I was like, at one point I was talking with one of my boys. We just chopping it up between, dancing with different females, right? She grinded me on my butt. I'm like, what the? Like, that's how she was. And I was like, damn, he done got her fired up. I mean, it was like something got a hold of her, something got into her. I don't know telling what she did after that, but she had went into some type of trance or something. And that's what what Issa was doing. I was like, damn, she just trying to give it up. Gonna go over Neighborhood Bae's place, Daniel's place. She invites Nico over, dressed all hoochie and shit. Yeah, I'm showing my age. Hoochie and whatnot, trying to seduce him, and Nico was like, hold up, you wanna go to dinner or something? He wasn't feeling it like that. Now, I find an interesting thing, dude, being all a gentleman. Notice how they showing a white guy or the Hispanic guy. He gonna be the perfect gentleman. Yeah, watch out for that propaganda, y'all. I'm just saying. So, in the meantime, okay, so that don't happen. Meantime, she goes to some sexplosion thing with her girls. All right? And it's the one woman that's in a functional relationship, as far as we can tell. Tiffany is, they talking about blowjobs and stuff, because, they walk around this little expo type of thing, and, this woman saying, hey, this is about to be a seminar on giving a blowjob, right? So they talking about it, all of them, Molly didn't really, I forgot what Molly said about it, but Issa and ironically Kelly, they like, oh no, we don't do that, and Tiffany's like, nah, y'all need to be doing that and stuff. I'm reminded of the classic scene from the classic show The Wire, when Proposition Joe introduced Stringer Bell to Omar. And Proposition Joe, he was there to set up that parlay, and he was like, of course y'all gonna be paying my fee. And Stringer Bell's looking at him like, my fee? Your fee? And Proposition Joe was like, yeah, be like one of those marriage counselors. Sit there with some food for an hour and tell him he needs to bring some flowers every now and then. And then give another hour to his wife saying she needs to suck some cock every now and then. And I thought about that. I was like, yeah, trust me. Just keep the peace. What we want to keep a guy straight, shit, every now and then. That's just real game for the ladies. I know y'all got whatever about it, but if you got that guy, you keep him. That's almost up there with the cherry pie to keep him around. All right. But, later, Issa's over there with Daniel and everything, and she decided to give that dude some head, just surprise him. Right? And then, what I thought was just crazy. She bring that dude to the point of, he comes. But, of course, she gets off. She ain't going to swallow. And she ain't get off fast enough or something, because he ended up shooting her in the face. And I was like, damn. And then she had never get mad at him. But he was like, yo, I ain't ask you for a blowjob. But she mad. She storming out because he shot her in the face. What? I'm like, if you give a man a blowjob, one, you need to be like, hey, you know what? Don't come in my mouth or something. I mean, if you giving him a blowjob and he's like feeling good from it, he will shoot. Man, that was crazy. I mean, shit, you should have had enough sense. I mean, damn, you should have felt it swelling up or something. You should have figured it out. But she gonna get mad at him like he did it on purpose. The little dude was, please. And she tripping. I don't know why she tripping over it. I mean, she decided to give him something, but then she gonna trip over it. And, just that character and just in general, the biggest issue there was she's just letting herself go. She ain't showing nothing. She just up there just throwing it at people and stuff. That's why I thought about that young lady at that party I had mentioned. I was like, damn, what? They're almost about to call this like Sex in the City, the chocolate version. I'm just like, wow. I ain't gonna lie, the character, I'm just like, It's like now I'm starting to pay attention more to Molly and Lawrence, their character arcs. I'm just like, Issa, I'm just like, damn, did you have any sense or something? But I don't know. I think that does reflect real life because I've seen plenty of women like that. They really ain't about that life, and they go out there and try to be that life. But you know what? If I'm writing it, she gonna run into the wrong person and then really think about it, because that's what happens in real life. I've never seen that to fail. Think back to that video I did about demon lovers. Seriously, she ain't about that life. She need to be like, you know what? I shouldn't do this. But anyway, yeah, we got to see where, our very dysfunctional relationship person, Issa, and then our confused relationship person, Molly, and then the one character, which I know a lot of women don't like the character, but I'm like, damn, at least Lawrence, at least he going in the right direction. God damn. I don't know. We'll see how everything go. But anyway, that's it. We'll see. I think they got 2 more episodes left, and I got 2 more episodes to milk this. Yeah, I said milk it. Anyway, right. That's it for today. Y'all have a nice day. Peace.